Sorry, I haven't even, I've shaved, but I haven't wiped my face off or nothing. I'm getting ready to go here in a little bit. I'm waiting for my smartphone to charge. That solar charger that I bought probably 2 months ago, it seems like I don't know if they got the public computers set where it's limited. For example, that solar charger, a little keychain solar charger that will charge my smartphone, emergency charge. If they got that computer set, in other words, my solar charger is supposed to charge according to the manual in 2 hours through your USB on your computer. And I noticed yesterday in 30 minutes it cut off. I don't know if the tech guys doing that, setting a limited amount of of time on there. I don't know why, because I can use a computer all day if no one's watching it, but for some reason it's only charging for 30 minutes. It don't make sense to me. But anyway, it charged my phone last night. My phone died. It charged enough I could watch almost an hour program on it. But for some reason it ain't charging fully. I don't know why. But anyway, if you know what 2-meter ham is, ham radio, 2 meters. I used to talk to a truck driver that drove professionally, and I used the Ferris system. I don't know if you guys, locally you hams know what I'm talking about, the Ferris system here in Cincinnati. It's a link repeaters. I haven't been on it in a long time, so I don't know if it's still in operation or not. But me and him used to talk every now and then, and he's been a professional truck driver for 35 years. And he says, what's surprising, I said, how do you like driving a truck? Well, he says, there's good and bad in it. He said, the bad part is you're carrying 35 tons of steel, and cars think you can stop on a dime, And he told me he's witnessed about 100 deaths in 35 years. He's literally, stopped his truck, seen an accident, stopped his truck, get out, trying to help him, save her life. And they literally died in his arms. I asked him, about how many people have you witnessed passing away? He said about 100 in 35 years. Anyway, the good thing about driving a truck, he says, he delivers to a lot of these major companies. You name it. I mean, last time I talked to him, he's going to Keebler. I can't think of where they're my neighbor retired from Keebler here in Cincinnati, but I don't know where their main office is at. But anyway, he was telling me that a lot of these companies, their machines, what's surprising is their machines mess up more than what you think. In other words, misprint. No consumer's going to buy something off a shelf that looks messed up. So when he delivers to the company will have two or three, they know him now, they'll have 2 or 3 whatever's, damaged, but still nothing's hurt. Whatever's damaged or misprint, where the machines, he calls it machine error, they'll have the boxes there waiting on him. And he said that he makes as much or more in value. In other words, let's assume he makes $1,000 a week, example, driving a truck. He said he'll make that or more on just damaged stuff that the companies give him. A lot of it's misprint. He's got deodorant that where the machine, with a stamp to put the label on, it didn't put it on right. The consumer ain't gonna buy that, so the company puts it in a box, either throws away or gives someone, and he gets it. And he said, the brand name Steel Building. Said, yeah. He said, I had to put a couple of them up on my property because I get so much stuff I put in there. And he said, right now I can retire and I never have to. I got plenty to hold. You don't have to go to the store. Only thing he goes to the store for is get milk and pop. He even gets that sometimes. He doesn't get milk, but he gets pop where it's been mislabeled. But he says that part of it's fantastic. He gets so much. He's actually gave some to the homeless, missions, in Cincinnati, and family and friends. He said, you'd be surprised how much those machines mess up. And they don't mess up much. It don't take much for a machine, just a little error. But you'd be surprised. It shows you, just because they're all computer run doesn't mean the machines are perfect. He said, you don't realize until you drive a truck and deliver, and they give you these boxes. When he started 35 years ago, hey, you want this? And he couldn't believe it. But he's got enough now. He says his paycheck doesn't have to go for food. or anything. He's got battery chargers. Anything that's been where the machine has made an error, or the labeling. See, a lot of that stuff's made overseas, but they print it here. A lot of. What was it? Oh yeah, when I bought my 5-ply tube, my mountain bike tube. When I bought my 5-ply tube, it says assembled in China, but the sealant, self-sealing gel, is made in here in the United States. The self-sealing gel is made in the United States, and the tube is made in China. You ever look at a rechargeable battery? Parts come from here, parts come from there, but it's manufactured in Mexico. Wow. But he said a lot of his stuff is the mislabeling and damage packages. But he says, you'd be surprised of what I've gotten. If you look in those steel buildings, you'd be surprised what I got. And like he's got canned goods, like canned food where it's been dented, but he takes a can opener, repairs it, and makes sure it's got a vacuum, you know, make sure the can seal's still good. But he says it's shocking. He said it really, I haven't talked to him in probably 10, 12 years, but I used to talk to him every when my license was valid, my ham radio, I got to renew them. I would give him a call, but right now I won't, because my license is expired. I just got to renew it. But I love ham radio, I really do. You know, I learned the Morse code when I was 13 years old. Now I'm a master at it. I can copy 23 words per minute. So if I talk sometimes a little slurred, it's still morning. About 11 o'clock, but I hate mornings. What was I going to tell you? Yeah, he said he gets all kind of stuff. He said when he delivers, he says, I mean, he doesn't even get a chance to get his stuff off the truck, his delivery, and they say, we got boxes for you. He said, that's a good part about driving the truck. He's seen a lot of sadness, but he said, boy, he said, you gets a lot of stuff too, good stuff. You know, just he calls it machine errors. Somebody will ask him, how many machine errors did you get this week? And some weeks they don't get nothing. And he may deliver in another week or two, he gets 2 or 3 boxes. Gets all kind of stuff. Pretty amazing story he told me. I tell you what, this camera, I don't, you know, walking to the store can be boring. It just takes me 5 minutes and 40 seconds to walk to the store. But you know, this camera is like a, you know, like a best friend to me. Really, really helps kill the boredom. You know, I mean, you know, walking, you know, it's amazing. It's a psychological effect. About apps. So I want to bore you. Hey, let me bore you. Let me bore you one time. You know, I'm the type of guy, if I can, I like something high precision. I like something working as if God made it and sent it, melted it from heaven, dropped it from heaven. I don't want it half done. You know, when I want something to operate, radio, computer, I want it so perfect. You know, I'm not talking about speed. I mean, you know, I'm talking about, I don't want nothing being erratic. I don't want the windows to freeze. You know, 3G is, you know, Wi-Fi is as fast as it can be right now. But I want it to not hang. I want it big wheels, more friction, louder, noisier. I want it to be perfect. I want it to run just as smooth as anything. And I think I may have found a couple apps that do that. I'm trying to find apps that is very compatible with Norton. I'm using Norton Security. I'm trying to find apps that are extremely compatible with it. And I think I may have found, I won't give the name yet until I operate it a day or so. But I really love it. It's a Android booster. I really love it so far. And I'm gonna give it a couple days though to make sure it doesn't get screwy on me. But I'm very particular on my apps. Why? Downloaded a lot of junk. Nothing personal. I downloaded one app one time, I won't give the name, but it totally stopped my smartphone up. I had a factory reset in the whole 9 yards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if they're on the market, aren't they supposed to pass some test? And I didn't have it. My smartphone, you can go to unknown sources. I had that unchecked, so it won't go off the Android market. Now it's Google Play. I got the Android market on my mind, but I'm very particular. A lot of people don't give a crap. There's a guy up there now, a good friend of mine. He's sitting by a computer, and he's got a phone. He ain't a smartphone, and he doesn't care. He just wants to play with them, and that's it. He complains about his cell phone not working sometimes. Well, I said, well, go get your smartphone. They're a dime a dozen now. And I'll tell you what kind of apps to download. They're, you know, good enough. He's lazy about it. He doesn't, you know, he's an old timer. So, you know, he's not that computer generation. So he doesn't want, you know, some people just don't want to mess with it. I do. To me, yeah, I might win an award on YouTube here. Noisiest videos in town or world. But some people, I don't care. I care 100%. It rained. Yeah, water. Up. I care 100%. I want my apps to be perfect. In an imperfect world, I don't care. I want my apps to be perfect. So you code writers out there, get busy, please. I pray. You know, one time, me and my Aunt Sarah, Sarah, you're watching. I don't mean to embarrass you at all, but one time, me and her, I think we was in Florence. I think we was at a store or a convenience store getting us a pop. This is back in the 80s. I think it was 1986, and like we'd already got our pops and stuff. Come back out to the car, this lady knocked on her window. I think it was summer. We had the air conditioning on. Anyway, this lady knocked on her side of the window. Real fast talker, and she had a bunch of hats on a pole. I can't even remember what she's talking about. I'm sure it's you know, for some kind of charity or something, but she's a fast talker. And next thing I know, my Aunt Sarah is handing her a $20 bill, and she hands my Aunt Sarah a nice brand new hat, but you could probably get it for $2 or $3. Yeah, she had a bunch of them, so it didn't cost her nothing. And she left. My Aunt Sarah looked at me and said, "Did I just think what happened just happened? Said you get took? I think you just did." Anyway, she rolled her window down, and we didn't see the lady nowhere. And of course, it's been 20-something years ago. Sarah, it happens to the best of us. Now I wish, why I'm bringing up this story, I wish I'd had a smartphone or this PlaySport I'm talking to you on. Now, if someone suspicious approaches me, I click this on and at least get their voice on recorder, at least get their audio of their voice for the authorities, police. And if I think they're real suspicious, they go on camera. I'll warn them you're going to be on camera, and so I can have proof. I wish I'd had this PlaySport back in 1986 when that lady approached us. She'd been on video. Could have, went to the authorities and had her checked out. To me, this PlaySport is just like a cell phone. He can save you. And some years ago, I was down here at the bike trail in Loveland, summertime, and there was this guy. That's when I had my laptop going. There was this guy on his laptop, but he wasn't in the park. He was sitting on one of those benches right next to one of those restaurants, right in town. And I rode home 2 or 3 times, and he passed me a few times. And one of the times, a few days later, I had a flat. And I had like a 5-mile walk, 4.5-mile walk, and it was getting late. And he acted funny. He made me feel, the way he was talking, I don't remember exact word, but I remember he made me feel uncomfortable. Then he went on. Well, the next day, I was going along, and I forgot my light. It was dark. Of all forgot my light. So I didn't want to, get stopped by a cop, because I've been stopped by police people, not here, in another state. I had a light on, but it was twisted. The bracket, I lost the boat, put a smaller boat in it, and the light literally twisted. I didn't know it twisted on my seat post, so the light was shining, toward the ditch area, the side, and I was stopped by the sheriff's department. But I had no light. That second night one night in Loveland, coming from the bike trail. So I wasn't disabled on the bike. I just wanted to make sure here comes a car. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't a policeman. So I always stopped. For some reason, something told me to get over on the other side of the road again. So I don't know. It was him. Oh God, he's stopping again. He asked me he's talking odd to me. So what did I do? I didn't have a smartphone, but I had a cell phone. I get my cell phone out, let him see the LCD light, traffic, let him see the LED light come on. I didn't say nothing to him. I let him put two and two together. Had my cell phone on. Either get the hell out of here or I'm calling the law, because he's talking to me. I guess you could say, the gay. Yeah, that's the way he's talking. He's headed that way. Just made me feel very uncomfortable. So I let him see the light on the cell phone, and he took off. The moral of that story, I think the cell phone saved me. Just like this PlaySport can save you. I record everything, smaller, anything that happens. So that way I got proof on video. But back in 1986, when my Aunt Sarah was going for money in her billfold, something told me to stop her, but I didn't. Hand her 20. So Sarah, if you're watching, I don't mean to embarrass you, because who knows, I might fall for something like that. Hopefully I don't, but these fast talkers anymore, you gotta be very, very careful. Okay, that's my story for today. A radio vlog video. Don't worry, it looks impressive. I checked radar, and big gob. I mean, last 2 or 3 hours been raining pretty good, but it's about out of here. So I don't want this thing here. This Kodak PlaySport is waterproof, and I don't care if it getting wet, but I don't want to get my smartphone wet. So I'm taking advantage of this nasty rain. Chocolate. What are these? Glaze, chocolate, glaze donuts, right? They're pretty good. Usually I'm eating my lunch in front of your dinner. Now it's sweets. Real good. I'm gonna get sugar on my camera, so that's why I'm holding everything with I normally hold with my right hand anyway. But I don't want to get my smartphone out until it stops raining, so I'm gonna finish these off. Good.
Hello, I'm trying out this, just got me an LG Optimus, 3.2 megapixel, and a little cool today. I'm in my shorts. It's the wind blowing, it's what's so bad. I'm going to try to upload this to my channel through my phone here. I don't need to go to the library anymore for this. But this here, I'm not on no unlimited yet. I got to go to public Wi-Fi. It's about 10 miles to the park. But it's expensive to upload this if you're not on an unlimited plan. But I'm going down to the park and see if I can upload this to my channel. I got that unique address they give you. We'll see how that works. So this will be my first upload to my YouTube channel. I don't know how long it'll take on the it'll be quicker than what the library is, obviously, because they're not on the wide Wi-Fi. They do have the hotspot for laptops and netbooks, but it should be pretty quick. I'm very excited doing this. What was I going to tell you? I browsed the web on it. And this thing. I'm sorry if I look a little tired. Library's closed today, Veterans Day, so it's sort of made it a long day to me. This thing has an amazing video on it. I was watching tornado chasers up in Iowa. I don't know how clear this video is. Yeah, it's 3.2 inch screen. I think they measure that diagonally. And I turned all the lights out and watched it, the tornado chasers, and it's so clear. You don't think you're watching it on the phone. You think you're watching it on the TV in your living room. I mean, I'm very serious, and I think they let a car go by them. And I thought I had to get out of the way too. I mean, it's super clear video. I love when I dial a phone number. I love the touch pad on it. Noisiest road in the world here. I love the touchpad on it. I've seen a guy on video. He's talking about this. He bought one of these. He says it's the best phone he ever bought, and I agree 100%. This is the best phone I think I know. I know I've ever bought. It's real, just windy. If it wasn't for that wind, it wouldn't be bad. But it's a fantastic phone. I'm 100% pleased with it. I love the super easy email on it. That's wonderful. I love the touch screen. It ain't got no flash. I don't need a flash because 99% of my pictures are taken in daylight anyway. The browser on it's very responsive, just like all the video previews I've watched. And price dropped, so I got it. And so I'm glad I did. I'm going to cut this short because I'm going to make one short and one longer. If it goes quick as I think it will, then I'll upload both of them. But I'm going to try it both ways. I'm going to try it through that unique address I give you, and I'm going to try to upload it by logging in. And what's worrying about logging in the public Wi-Fi is secure. But I was reading the manual on this. This is a secure software they got on here. I just want to make sure it is. What you read and what you see on the screen is two different things sometimes. So you see me a little shivering out here. I don't know why. But I ate some ice cream 2 hours ago. My body temperature should be back up by now, shouldn't it? Feels like I just ate the ice cream. I ate the ice cream 2 hours ago. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe it just takes longer for the body temperature to go up. I don't know. I'll see you later. Bye.